Hello, good evening.
Arctic weather conditions bring chaos to Wales.
Weathermen warn there's no let-up yet.
And the only way to travel, the Husky Express, hits the road. Good evening.
Good evening.
Champagne and celebrations as HTV clinches the franchise for Wales and the West. Disappointment for the three companies that failed. And tonight, Yoreth's men aim to keep on target for a place in Sweden. The headlines in Wales at 6 o'clock. Police in North Wales question a youth after a seafront murder. Fears for the Anglesey economy as the Ministry of Defence considers pulling the RAF out of Valley. And Patton orders an urgent review of the national curriculum, but this summer's tests remain. Tonight's...
National News of Wales Tonight with Nicola Haywood-Thomas and Jonathan Hill.
Good evening. The top news stories in Wales Tonight. Damning report on ultrasound scans at Cardiff Hospital.
Fight for seatbelts. A mother wins the first round in the High Court.
And schoolboy dies after experimenting with grandmother's heart pills.
National News of Wales Tonight with Hugh Weeks and Lucy Owen.
Good evening. The stories making the headlines in Wales Tonight. Hospital beds. Could Wales be facing another winter crisis?
Claims of police cover-up over detective's murder, family call for an inquiry.
And the Welsh team to meet Tonga. A few surprises.
Tonight. We're both back tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
TV.
Good evening and welcome to the programme. I'm Jonathan Hill.
And I'm Nicola Haywood-Thomas. The main news this evening.
The mother who's offering a £50,000 reward to catch her son's killer. We have a special report.
Confusion after the Lords decide on plans for a nuclear waste dump in Wales.
Plus, why some believe the National Assembly should be dancing to an older tune.
And find out why the Welsh women's rugby team may have to play against England topless.
Good evening.
HTV News with Jonathan Hill and Lucy Owen.
Good evening. The headlines in Wales.
Another case of foot and mouth and a desperate plea from the tourism industry.
The deadly legacy of asbestos, why it's costing this hospital millions of pounds.
The worst floods in living memory. And will there be more devastation this year?
And a feast of colour and dance and song. The International Eisteddfod begins in Llangollen.
Good night.
Our top story tonight, calls to make our railway stations safer. A rock attack victim says there just aren't enough police on duty.
Also coming up in tonight's news. Plans for a pensioners' champion to give OAPs a voice. Plus, fancy that, why pigeon racers need to feather their nests. And our kicking kings come back down to earth after their triumph.
Good evening.
Good evening.